So do you also use IndiaMART for your business? Then this video is definitely for you. So hello all, welcome back to Pabbly Connect, and in this video we are going to understand how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for electric vehicle service. So over here I'm running a business related to electric vehicle services, and we use IndiaMART to get more leads for our business. So now what I want is that as soon as a new lead is received through IndiaMART, automatically the details of that lead should be added into my Google Sheets so that my sales team can follow up quickly and efficiently. So to do this, we are going to create a connection between IndiaMART and Google Sheets. To create this connection without knowing any programming or coding language, we are going to use Pabbly Connect. It is an amazing automation software. So do you also wish to learn this process step by step? Then let me take you to my computer screen. Welcome to my screen, everyone. So as you know, in this video, I'll show you how to automatically add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for your electric service business. This integration helps you to stay organized by capturing every inquiry in a structured way, making it easier to track leads, follow up, and manage potential customers effectively. So let's get started with a really simple example. So let's say that my name is Tess right over here. I'm submitting my requirement details for a product related to electric vehicle service, right? So I'm just going to click on submit, and yes, you can see that we have successfully submitted this. And now what I want is the details of this test submission should be added in my Google Sheets, right? So I'm just going to open my Google Sheets, and yes, you can see the details have been added. You can see the name, which was test, you can see the phone, address, company name, and over here you can see the same query message which we entered, right? So yes, this is the automation we are going to learn in today's tutorial. So if you also want to create this for your business, then you have to watch this tutorial till the end. So what I've done is I've simply built a connection between IndiaMART and Google Sheets, as I've already mentioned in my introduction, with the help of Pabbly Connect. And to start with this, I've simply opened the landing page of Pabbly by searching pabbly.com/connect in my browser. It is very easy, and as soon as we're going to open the landing page of Pabbly, we are going to get two options. One is sign in and the other one is sign up for free. So if you're a new user, you can click on sign up for free and you're going to get 100 of tasks free every month. But over here, I'm an existing user, so I'm going to click on sign in. And as soon as we're going to click on sign in, it is opening all Pabbly apps. Over here, you can see all the tools and applications offered by Pabbly. But in today's video, we are going to use Pabbly Connect because we are connecting different applications, which is IndiaMART and Google Sheets, right? So I'm just going to click on access now right over here to access my Pabbly Connect's account. And as soon as we're going to click on access now, it is opening my dashboard. And to start with this automation, we are going to click on this button which says create workflow. And now it is asking me for the workflow name and the folder I want to save the workflow in. So here I want to save the workflow in this folder which says automations, and I want to name my workflow as how to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets for electric vehicle service. And then we are going to click on create, and as soon as we're going to click on create, it is opening the most important window for automation, which is our workflow window. So this is the most important window because we have trigger an action on this. Trigger means when this happens, and action means do this. So by this you can understand that the trigger is the commander for the workflow and actions follow the commands. And as you know that we can have only a single commander but multiple followers, so here we can have only a single trigger but multiple actions following the commands of our trigger. And to start with our automation, we have to select our trigger application. So for my trigger application, I'm going to select it as IndiaMART. For that, I'm going to search for IndiaMART right over here, and as you can see IndiaMART, so we have to select this. And as soon as I'm going to select the trigger application, it is asking me for the trigger event. So basically, trigger event is the event on which the workflow will start. So here what I want is that as soon as a new lead is captured, my workflow should be triggered or started. And as soon as I'm going to select the trigger event, it is giving me a webhook URL. So you're going to use this same webhook URL in order to create a connection between my IndiaMART account and my Pabbly Connect's workflow. So what you're going to do is first you're going to copy this webhook URL, and then we're going to follow this help text, and it is saying log into your IndiaMART account, navigate to the lead manager section in the left tab, go to import export leads from the three dots, and then click on I am leads push API. Okay, so we're going to follow the same. I'm going to put my IndiaMART account, and now from the left side of the bar we have to go towards the lead manager, and after coming on this lead manager we have to go on the three dots which says menu, import export leads, and then push API. And as soon as I'm going to come over here to the push API, it is asking me to select the source and the CRM platform name. So as you can see that in the help text it stated that choose other in the select source option and enter Pabbly Connect in the CRM platform name. Okay, so we have to follow the same. For the source, I'm going to keep it as other right over here, and now for the CRM platform name, we are going to keep it as Pabbly Connect. And after entering both of these details, it is asking me for the webhook listener URL. So what what we have to do is we are going to paste the URL which we copied from our workflow right over here in this field and click on save details. And as soon as we're going to click on save details right over here, it is asking me for the reason. Why do I wish to shift my IndiaMART leads to any other application? So over here I'm going to select my reason as this. I can easily assign leads to my sales team and manage their performance. You can select any reason of your choice, and then we have to click on this green button which said click to generate OTP. And as soon as we're going to do so, it is saying that it has successfully sent me a OTP. So I'm going to enter the OTP right over here, and after entering this OTP we are going to click on submit. And as soon as we're going to click on submit, yes, you can see integration live. So yes, with this we have successfully created a connection between my IndiaMART account and my Pabbly Connect's workflow. But now it is saying waiting for a webhook response, and in the notes it is saying do a test submission / record. So in order to capture this webhook response, we have to do a test submission / record, right? So what we have to do is we have to test this connection which we built right now. Okay, so for that I'm going to open my CRM push API, and over here you can see test your webhook listener URL. So I have to click on this button and then this green button which says test, and as soon as we are going to click on test, it has given me a curl request header. So yes, with this we have successfully completed our test submission. So now I'm going to open my workflow and check that if Pabbly has captured the response for the same or not. And yes, you can see that Pabbly has captured the response for the same. You can see that we have successfully captured this webhook response, and you must notice over here are the details. You can see the sender's name, the phone, the mobile number. Over here you can see all the details of my sender, but you must notice that this subject is not related to the services which we provide, right? So what happens is that over here I'm using a test IndiaMART account. That's why we are going to receive the default response. Okay, so but if you're using a live IndiaMART account, you're going to receive the live details of your lead with your related services. Okay, so we have received these details because I'm using a test IndiaMART account. Still, I'm going to show you the details. You can see the phone number, the sender's name. Over here you can see the mobile number of the sender. We are going to move on forward. Right over here you can see the sender's company, the city, the address, and over here you can see the query message, right? So yes, with this we have successfully completed our trigger step, and now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is received from my IndiaMART account, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same and trigger this workflow. Okay, so we're going to move on forward. What I want is I want to add IndiaMART leads and inquiries to Google Sheets, right? So for my action application, we are going to select it as Google Sheets. Yes, I'm just going to search for Google Sheets right over here, and as you can see Google Sheets, so we're going to select it. And after selecting my action application, for the action event I'm going to select it as add new row and click on connect. And as soon as we're going to click on connect, it is asking me to add a new connection or select an existing connection. So if you have already connected your Google Sheets account with your Pabbly Connect's workflow, you can click on select existing connection and then save. But if you haven't, you have to follow me, click on add a new connection, and then we have to click on this button which says sign in with Google. And as soon as we're going to click on this button which says sign in with Google, it is going to ask me to select my Gmail account. And after selecting my Gmail account, it is asking me for some permissions. So what we're going to do is I'm going to click on allow and give Pabbly all the permissions it is asking for, because my data is secure with Pabbly. You can also click on allow, Pabbly is safe. And as soon as we're going to click on allow, yes, you can see authorization successful. With this, we have successfully connected our Google Sheets account with our Pabbly Connect's workflow. Over here also you can see connected. And now it is asking me to select the spreadsheet and the sheet. So here you can see that I want to create this automation for this spreadsheet, which is new leads and inquiries. Okay, so I'm just going to select the same right over here, which is new leads and inquiries. You have to select your desired spreadsheet for which you want to create this automation. And now it is asking me to select the sheet. So for the sheet, we are going to select it as sheet 1 only, because I have only a single sheet in my spreadsheet. Okay, and now it is asking me for the details like name, phone, address, company name, and the query message. But you must notice that these are the same details which we have entered in the columns of our Google Sheet, right? So what we're going to do is we're going to enter the lead details right over here, and then the details would be added into our Google Sheets. And we're going to enter the same details which we received in the response of our previous step, but we're not going to copy paste the details or enter it manually, but instead we are going to map it. So you must be wondering, what is mapping? So mapping is a method by Pabbly which means inserting the data from the previous step. And as you know, our previous step was the trigger step, where we selected IndiaMART as our trigger application. So we're going to map the details from the response of our trigger application only, and as soon as we're going to map these details, automatically my details will turn dynamic and change with every new response received. So I'm going to explain you all of this mapping with a really simple example. So it is asking me for the name, right? So let's say that we're going to enter the name of my lead right over here by typing it like this. Then this will not change with every new response received, because this is static information and I've entered it manually. But if we're going to map this from the previous response, suppose we're going to erase this and we're going to look for name in the previous response. So let's say that we're going to map the sender's name from the previous response, then this will definitely change because my previous response will also change, right? So that's why we do mapping right over here to run our workflow in real time. Same we are going to do with the phone number. I'm going to look for phone number in the previous response, and as you can see the sender's phone, so we're going to map it. We're going to move on forward. We're going to map the address. We're going to look for address in the previous response, and as you can see the same, so we're going to map it. Same we are going to do with the company name. I'm going to search for company name right over here, and as you can see the same, so we're going to map it. And now we're going to map the query message too. I'm going to look for query message, and as you can see the same, so we're going to map it. And after mapping all of these details, we are going to click on this button which says save and send test request. And as soon as we're going to click on save and send test request, yes, you can see that we have successfully received a positive response, that we have added these lead details into our Google Sheets. So I'm going to open my Google Sheets and check for the details added. So I'm going to open my Google Sheets, and yes, you can see the details have been added. You can see the same name which we entered, the phone number, the address, the company name, and also you can see the query message which we entered, right? So yes, with this we have successfully completed our workflow. And now what will happen is that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMART account, automatically Pabbly is going to capture the response for the same and add the details into our Google Sheets without any manual efforts. We don't have to come back again to our workflow and click on save and send test request. This is going to run in backend. So yes, now I'll just summarize this workflow for you once. So for the trigger application, we selected IndiaMART. For the trigger event, we selected new leads. For the action application, we selected Google Sheets. And then for the action event, we selected add new row because I wanted that as soon as a new lead is received through my IndiaMART account, automatically Pabbly should add the lead details into my Google Sheet so that we can follow up quickly and efficiently. And yes, with this, we have successfully completed our video and workflow too. So yes, this was it for the video. And if you have any questions related to the video or the workflow, you can directly comment on this video. And for your reference, I'll just clone this workflow and share the workflow link in the description box so that you can access my workflow. I hope this video was helpful for you. Thank you for watching. So not only these applications, but with the help of Pabbly Connect, you can integrate many more applications. So if you have any doubts, you can reach us at support@pabbly.com. If you have any queries, you can reach us at forum.pabbly.com. And if you have any pricing related issues, you can follow this website. And if you find our videos helpful, do like and subscribe our channel. Thank you for watching.